Welcome, fans. Welcome back to the world of Edward. We're going to be doing a little bit of American Truck Simulator. I like to do this as I drink my morning coffee. I do want to use my tablet and make sure that the stream title gets set correctly on Twitch. For whatever reason, when I use the NVIDIA Shadow Play software to stream up to Twitch. And very often, instead of saying American Truck Simulator, it'll say desktop capture. So what I do is, what I'm doing right now is I use another device because I can't. Seems like tabbing out messes things up. I use another device to check and see if my stream really is online. That should have worked. Why did it not work? People. Sorry, I put myself in. What's the name? I need to see the name that's associated with the streams. It just has. Okay, so it says playing American Truck Simulator. Awesome. That's what I was looking for. Playing American Truck Simulator. Okay, great. Okay, so it says playing American Truck Simulator. Awesome. Let me do this test. That's what I was looking for. And I see that. I see that on my chat screen. Let me hook the tablet up to USB power so it doesn't go dead. And let me mute this real quick. USB power so it doesn't go dead. There we go. Okay. So I think I got everything set up. I think I got a chat screen that I can read. I've got the stream name set up for American Truck Simulator. I've got my tablet showing me the stream, which is going to account for the one viewer. And my cam is not on, which I just got out of bed. I slept late. I'm not camera ready. But I've got my. Very good. So we'll continue this game. What are the cities that I need to add? Fresno, Barstow, El Centro, Huron, Carson City. Truckee. We'll do a quick job. This one's got Barstow in it. We'll go ahead and pick this one just to get Barstow off the list. Very good. Holland fruits. You know there's a lot of fruits in California. That was a joke. That was a joke. I used to live in California, so I could say I'm an ex-fruit. Exactly. 8 p.m. We better cut on our lights. The sun's setting. Road again. The happy road. The happy life of the American trucker. Now you see my map tells me to go down to the interstate and to get on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a slight detour down here. Go around. I'm going to get some more of these roads knocked out while I can. I saw the multiplayer, and I've seen some of my online friends playing the multiplayer version of this, which I probably will do when other people are playing. But when I'm just kind of playing by myself, like I'm doing now, I'll stick to single player. Drink one cup of coffee a day normally, but I enjoy it. That was just a small detour to help us get a little bit of extra road explored. I turned down the gain on the microphone I use a little bit, so the audio on the microphone audio should be a little bit better than it had been on the past couple of videos. Somewhere along the line, I don't know if it was the system forgot it or when I moved my PC, just the audio characteristics. I've got a wall behind me now and I didn't used to, so maybe that made it a little bit different from an acoustic perspective. But I noticed the audio was sounding a little bit loud, almost on the verge of distortion, so I cut it down just a little bit. I don't have a pop filter yet. I don't know if that would help. It wasn't really popping, but I don't know why that happened. I know high beams aren't H, because that's the horn. Let's look here at the keys and buttons. It's K. Okay, so it's K. That's what I need to know. There we go. Much better. Much better. I'm still doing these market jobs where I use somebody else's rig. When I get to the point of buying a rig, that's where I can start outfitting it with extra lights or whatever. In Euro Trucker, you could drive around with your brights on and you wouldn't get a ticket. So I got 38,000. Decent truck is like 120,000. The beginning trucks. So I've got a ways before I can do that. And I think before I buy a truck, I think I have to buy a garage maybe. I don't want to take a loan out from the bank. I'm avoiding that to begin with. And because we're going this way anyway, because I was turning left anyway, and this was just plain easy, then I'm going to hit here and put in gas. Okay. See, I'm steady nailing on the turn thing, and it doesn't turn. It's like, oh, you motherfucker. Dirty trucker. Watching my frames per second counter, and it's showing 60, pretty much steady 60. Although I'm sure you probably aren't getting that on the Twitch stream, but locally it's usually pretty smooth. Every now and then there'll be a little stutter, but not often. TESR on this type of test. That's funny. Only doing 82. Yeah, I'm looking at the way the town is laid out, and I think I'm going to go catch some sleep back here at this bed. So, do it this way. Oh, you mother... Discover this place? No. Sad eyes turn the other way. That Ray's hamburger sign reminds me of the way the Hardee's signs used to be. Here is a hotel. Nice. So we just need to pull all the way around. There we go. Popo shut us down. Popo shut us down. Don't stop, DJ Rock, baby, blow my semi up tonight. Gotta see the satellites tick tock on the clock. Oh, 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 oh. I better brush my teeth because I'm not coming back. I got that double yellow line fever running through my veins. Need to go faster. Or else I'll go insane. I'm hauling my big load all across this land. That's right, big beep, mother effer. Beep beep, ha ha. Bad truckers, talking about bad truckers. Beep beep, uh-huh. Popo. beep, beep. My Prius is speeding. It must be Al Gore's son. Talking about the bad truckers. You'll be on an interstate, and then the next thing you know, you're on a limited access road with cross streets and stop signs. That's one of the things that's not totally realistic. Ooh, 80 miles an hour. Girl, it's the speed I drive. Don't tell me it's okay. Take you for a ride. Do 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 do. You're just like crosstown traffic. So hard to get through to you. Do 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 do. Crosstown traffic. Crosstown traffic. When I'm trying to get on the other side of town. I'm not the only one who's accused of hit and run. Tire tracks all across your face, baby. You can see you've had your fun, but lately, can't you see my signals turn from green to red? Better slow this truck down, cause there's a traffic jam up ahead. Do 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 do. You're just like crosstown traffic. So hard to get through to you. Do 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 do. Crosstown traffic. Come on, truck. My apologies to Jimi Hendrix and his estate for my performance of crosstown traffic. Back in Vegas. I thought I was going to go to Vegas for my birthday. I was checking the airfare. $280 round trip from where I live. Checking hotel rooms. You can get a cheap hotel room in Vegas. But I didn't see anything sufficiently compelling. Damage. It looked good. I mean, they did a good job of modeling Vegas. Pretty much looks like Vegas. A lot of things are recognizable. Ooh, that was disaster. If I'd hit that hit on, it would have been disastrous. We're traveling down the road and I'm flirting with disaster. Got the pedal to the floor, my heart it's running fast. Do 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 do. I got the money, got no hope. It looks like self-destruction. Do do do. How much more can we take? Oh, this corruption. Oh, brake's not working. Oh. I'm not sure exactly why the brakes didn't work, but I was on the brakes and they didn't seem to have an effect. And I was singing Molly Hatchet as well. You might ask, Ed, you don't sing too well. Why are you singing on the stream and don't quit your day job? And the answer is very simple, and that is if I play a radio station with copyrighted music on it, Twitch may mute parts of the VOD, but I export my videos to YouTube, and YouTube will detect that copyright music, and then it'll assess a party foul against me. And if you get too many party fouls, you get a warning. And well, I use Google for a lot of things in my life, and the last thing I need to be is in hot water with Google. I actually got a warning from Google Plus. They thought I was spamming because my blogs I post, and I guess some of them had links and to Amazon and whatnot, and next thing you know, I got a warning for spamming. So I will sing when a song pops inside of my head poorly. And songs pop inside of my head because I'm not playing the radio. And I'm not playing the radio because of the whole copyright thing. So see, that didn't work out too well. I only made $3,000 for that trip. But I did discover Barstow. So I still have El Centro, Huron, Fresno, Truckee, Carson City. Oh, wait a minute. Is El Centro one of those? Yes, it is. So I'll take this one. Take this job. $7:58 p.m. Let's get them lights on. One headlight down. Eureka, not to be confused with Yreka. if I do a good enough job on this trip, this may get me to 50K. Let's not put this jinx on ourselves, but it's possible. This is the drive for 50K. 50K in-game money. You might have thought I meant 50K followers or 50K subs, but no, neither one of those, because number one, I'm not partnered with Twitch. Although I am a affiliate and a network associate for a number of companies. There is a link on my Twitch profile page for Amazon, and there are a number of links along with the accompanying disclaimers on my blog website for a number of companies. Find companies like Savage Jerky or eBay or Amazon or TurboTax is another company I'm partnered with. Airfare Watchdog. If you need to buy some Bitcoin, Coinbase is a company I'm partnered with. So there's a whole bunch of them. You help support me as a streamer, me as a human being, when you click on one of my sponsored links and then go to that website and spend some money. Helps me out. Hilton Worldwide. It's another one of my affiliates. So you may say, Ed, just what is the name of this blog site? Well, I would say, well, I have two of them. The one that deals with technology and gaming is edwired.com, like my Twitch screen name. edwired.com is the name of the blog. It deals with that. And then on that blog you'll find a link to my other blog, which is Ed Weird, and that's where I put stuff about my travels, food, beer, and stuff like that. It goes on that other blog. Mine. Back off, Boogaloo. Oh no. Lyric is now streaming. There goes all my viewers. I can see them one by one. Well, actually there is only one, and that's me, so never mind. Unless I stop streaming to go watch Lyric, it doesn't have any effect. Sometimes I will. I find him entertaining, but not as interactive as some other streamers who have an opportunity, because they don't have as many viewers to interact more with their viewers. I, on the other hand, typically have no viewers, and I just talk to myself while I stream, which is probably what I'd be doing if I really was driving a truck. I'd have the radio on, I have the CB on, breaker 19, or I'm sorry, it's I think west of the Mississippi. used to be Channel 10. You know, there's some trivia for you. Back when CBs were popular, there was like common channels for people on the road for your smoking reports, and there used to only be 23 channels before they authorized some extras and took it up to 40. But used to be like east of the Mississippi, it was like Channel 19, breaker 19, and west of the Mississippi they used Channel 10, breaker 10. About a radio check. But the emergency channel, and this is back when police cars and businesses along the highways had base stations, they would monitor Channel 9. And the rules were you can only use Channel 9 for like emergency messages. Well, the problem with all the trucks, and a lot of them were running more power than allowed, and so when somebody had a high power radio and were operating it on Channel 10, it would tend to bleed over to people that were listening on Channel 9, and they would hear, you know, which would be somebody that was strong and powerful on Channel 10. And so there was a move to say, you know what, we want to get the common use over the road moved off of Channel 10 so that Channel 9 is going to function better. The other thing is that Citizen Span Radio, what people commonly refer to as CB, was allocated spectrum. It was like 26.9 and 27.1 megahertz. And the radio waves at that frequency, at that length, have the ability to sometimes spread out from the antenna that's broadcasting, and the ones that go up into the air continue on straight out into space until they gradually just get weaker and weaker to the point of not being able to be detected. And at other times, up in the ionosphere, I believe, due to solar radiation and other factors, there something is formed called I believe it's the E layer, and ionized particles up there act as a mirror or a prism and have the ability to reflect or refract. In other words, to either bounce back or to bend the radio waves, and then those radio waves that would just originate in all directions from the antenna, and some of them would go up, out into space, would instead bounce back or be bent back down and come in contact with the Earth's surface, where there were other people using Citizen Span radios on those same frequencies. And the result of this is that at certain times, sunspot activity also would have an effect, the 11-year sunspot cycle. And the result of this would be that you could at times hear Citizen Span users from great distances away, much further away than you normally could. And this quite interesting phenomenon where even somebody who was operating within regulations of 4 or 5 watt output could sound like a local signal if conditions were ideal. And so what happened was is you would have basically just non-stop talk and noise on the popular road channels, and you could hear people talking about traffic conditions hundreds or thousands of miles away. There was also on the other channels people who had radios would sometimes, for the pleasure of it, attempt to talk to people that were far away during these times. And you would hear people go, DX, DX, DX. And they were saying, I want to make a long distance connection. And they'd say, how are you? How are you? Well, I'm down here in Louisiana. Down here in the Bayou State. You're coming in 10 by 2. Roger, roger that. Roger that. Up here in Minnesota, Great Lakes. Or whatever. And you'd hear people talk. And they would have conversations that might only last a couple minutes because conditions would change, or sometimes you could go for hours, again depending upon the nature of the what was called the propagation of the radio waves, again based upon this sunspots and ionization of the E layer in the ionosphere that would create a reflective or refractive condition for radio waves. In the CB communities, they would talk about the radio waves skipping, like a rock skips across the surface of water, would go a greater distance than just plunking in. They would talk about the radio waves talking skip, chasing skip, or people would go DX, DX, skip land, skip land, skip land. Which meant, again, sort of like CQDX, they were looking for a long distance contact conversation. The skip that was, yeah, I already got the ticket, so why should I slow down now? I can't drive 55. Oh yeah, I can't drive 55. But when I drive that slow, it's hard to steer. Dun, 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 dun. And I can't get my truck out of 12th gear. Dun, dun, dun. I try my best to make those legal moves, but the black and blue has come across my groove again. Lock me up, I'm driving 85. Post my face, wanted dead or alive. Take my truck driver's license and all that jive. I won't drive 55. Oh yeah. Interesting story. Sammy Hagar did I Can't Drive 55. In the video for that, he used one of his Ferraris, and in filming the video, thoroughly screwed up the clutch of that Ferrari. And as it happens, he first met Eddie Van Halen through his Ferrari mechanic, because I guess Eddie also had a Ferrari, and probably one thing led to another. And that was how they knew each other, and that relates to Sammy Hagar at one time joining Van Halen, I guess before the brothers kicked him out. I never saw Van Halen in concert. I did see Sammy Hagar in concert with his own band before he joined Van Halen. think those tickets may keep me from hitting 50,000 on this run. That may have cut into my profitability. Now, I probably should get fuel at some point. Also, when I looked at the trip computer, it looked like it says I need a rest stop in 5 hours and 10 minutes, and I've still got 13 hours of driving to go. So at some point it would make sense to do both of those things. If you look up at the top of the GPS, you can see the bed is pretty much completely blue in color now, and the gas gauge is showing about half consumed. So I'll keep my eyes open if I see an opportunity to easily pull off and take care of both of those. Then that's going to be on my agenda for sure. $89 miles an hour. I'm gonna slow my roll a little bit. I haven't really been paying attention to the fuel economy indicators in these things. Oh, look at that. We got both what we need right here off this exit. We got a gas station and a place to sleep. That's what I like. Where can I sleep? Some rest. Very good. Very nice. Shouldn't have park there. Jackass. They do have these big wind mills in California and certain places where wind is prevalent. Although there's concern about the birds that get killed by these. I should have driven on that side road down to Huron, because that's one of my cities I haven't discovered yet. Time-wise, I don't know if I can afford to go discover. Huron or not. I'm going to say no. I'm going to keep it on. Fuck you, Popo. Cut you off. How you like that? Screw you, cops. Now let me point something out. This is in game that I'm antagonistic. In the real world, I would never like try to run a cop off the road. You got to understand, role play, gaming versus real world, two different things. I'm getting inspected. Better hide all my contraband. Screw you. What do you mean cooperation? There's no choice. Can hardly be classified as cooperation. Oh, sneaky Popo. Yeah, I think my chances of making $12,000 off of this drive has pretty much been eaten up by accidents and speeding tickets. But such is the finances of a over-the-road trucker, right? Here's the grapevine. Yeah, 60 frames a second is what my FPS counter is indicating. I'm looking down at my keyboard, which has a little display in it. I just switched to the CPU, and it looks like 11 to 12%. CPU is what I was supposed to have gotten off there. Shit. 11 to 12% CPU is what I'm using, and that's kind of my observation, at least for the games that I play, is the CPU on my system will go anywhere from 11 to 12% to maybe 25, maybe 25 to 30% on games that aren't very well, that aren't optimized, but that the majority of the work is done by my video card. And so while I spent some extra money when I bought my PC to get the fastest CPU that was available to somebody that was building a computer to play games, I would say, unless there are other things that you're going to do non-game related, that your money probably would be better spent in getting the highest for a gaming PC, the highest performing graphics card you can afford. But my strategy when I bought this system was to just go ahead and pay a premium price to get the fastest video card and the fastest CPU that was offered, and then plan on using the PC for at least 3 years. At which time, at the end of the 3 years, I would want the performance to still be acceptable, and I've had this PC for a year now. March will be a year, and the video card is an NVIDIA, I think it's a 770 GTX. The stats are in my profile. And a lot of games I can play on the highest settings. Some games I have to knock it down one notch from the highest, where I believe if I had one of the 900 series NVIDIA cards, wasn't paying attention. Oh, I wouldn't have to. Can I do this? Can I get off of this? That's what happens when you concentrate more on talking than driving. But yeah, I would say that's probably the only place I notice where my PC's not as fast as some other, or is limited compared to something else. But so when Identity releases, as long as my game plays it, I'll be happy. Again, but yeah, for people that at some point things are faster than you really need, and you don't notice the benefit while you're using them, and then the only difference is whether over the usable life of that system, will software be released that takes advantage of it. It's kind of hard to say. They're talking about this 5G cellular networks being 50 times faster than LTE, and it's like, well, for an individual user, unless you're running everything at your house over a cellular data connection, I can't imagine you need that much now. When you start talking about an urban area where there's hundreds of people connected to a single cell tower, well, yeah, at that point, then maybe the aggregate bandwidth is needed to support them. But as far as an individual user with all that, it's like, please. When LTE's working fine, it's like, I'm happy with LTE on all my portable devices. My connection here at the house that I use for, like I'm doing right now, streaming and everything else, is 10 up and 150 down, I think. And I can't say that there's times when it's not more than adequate for what I'm doing and having multiple devices doing things at the same time. Watching multiple streams, downloading system updates, it's not a problem, so. It's just not about having the biggest number, the best specs. Can't go any further south. They're going to keep us out of Mexico. Although you can get to San Diego in this game. See, there's gas in the bed up here. I don't know if I could have stretched it to up here. Why that van was driving like that dumbass. Logitech, another one of my advertising affiliates. What I've done when I was signing up for advertising partners for my blogs, I picked companies that I had already had positive experience with, as opposed to just popular companies or companies that offered the best compensation. I use a Logitech mouse and a Logitech keyboard and a Logitech webcam, and I've had other products from them in the past, and I've always been I've always been happy with. Although I'm not using my, wait a minute. I'm not using my El Centro discovered. I'm not using my quick cam now because, like I said, the first thing in the morning when I like to stream a lot of times, I have not showered, made myself decent. Oh, see, look at that. That car just had an accident. You see that? Okay. I made $12,000. I did lose a little bit of money. Okay. Got me some skill points. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to try to get 3. I'm going to build out 3 in all the categories before I apply some more. So I put 1 here. I'll probably do 2, 3, and then I'll build them out that way. And let's see, my money is at 41,993. I need 8,100 to break 50,000. We added some more cities. So Carson City, Truckee, Fresno, and Huron. Truckee, Carson City, Fresno, and Huron are the ones that I haven't been to yet. Okay. Carson City was one, yes, but that's only $7,000. Huron, that's $6,000. Carson City, $5,000. Let's do this. Let's maybe take some shorter ones here. We'll get these cities knocked out. get to 50 grand in money before I stop playing this session. I had 2 packages delivered yesterday from FedEx, and both delivered just fine. UPS normally is the one that I use and I get stuff, but FedEx did an okay job. They didn't do as good during the holidays from what I read. All my holiday stuff came UPS and came in just fine. I'm at the point where I just as soon order stuff and have it delivered than go to a shopping center shopping mall, please. Plus, I kind of feel like, well, I paid for Amazon Prime. Why not use it? Take advantage of it. 2 days is nothing for the free 2-day shipping. So, other than groceries, I tend to not go to the store and instead order stuff online. Which, if you haven't tried Amazon Prime, please use the link in my Twitch profile or go to my blog and use one of my links to try a free trial of Amazon Prime or to buy stuff. I have been a customer for years and have purchased numerous things, and I've been a Prime customer for over 6 months and have used the music and the video. So again, I don't advertise things I'm not happy with. The last thing I want to do is steer people into something that's going to be to make them unhappy. But I've got nothing but good things to say about Amazon and Amazon Prime. Based on my experiences. But I would get paid if you were to click on one of my links or banners and go and spend money at Amazon or sign up for a membership or a free trial. Have to put that in the disclaimer. So you should do your research. I know it's not offered everywhere. Twitch does have a worldwide audience, as does YouTube. Let's not speed and get caught so that my profitability will stay intact. Now you notice on the GPS, there is a sign that says 80 down there in the bottom corner. It's telling me on this stretch of road. Not only is it Interstate 80, but the speed limit is also 80. So I'll try to not put the hammer down too hard. Yeah, I ordered something last night from Amazon, and they're like, okay, 2-day delivery, free 2-day delivery. It'll be there on Sunday. You're like, what? Sunday delivery? And it's like, yeah. Yes, it will. Yes, it will be here on Sunday. And what's even more bizarre is sometimes the people that deliver it on Sunday is the United States Postal Service, which doesn't deliver mail on Sunday, but they will deliver under contract to Amazon Sunday delivery packages. Wacky dacky. But yes, that's the way it works. And the thing that I ordered cost less than $10. It was like $8.60. So $8.60 for something that somebody had to pick in a warehouse, Friday evening, throw it in a bin, have it ship out, and get here on Sunday. Just incredible. So. $65 miles an hour speed limit, and I was doing 75. Okay, we're back to 80 miles an hour speed limit. Yep. See, something happened there. I saw my frames hang up. I saw my frame counter hit 35. I don't know if that's when it's loading in new maps or what, but definitely was herky-jerky for a second there. Split second. fuck? Oh, the trailer clipped it. Son of a bitch. $900. Fuck. Gauges are looking funky. Combination red and yellow. No, it's orange. Orange. I'm trying not to speed. I don't want to lose any more money. Because it's going to take this trip and one other one to hit 50K. I'd like to do it in just 2 trips and then end my session for now. I don't know how you're leveling up and buying trucks or whatever. I don't know how that affects the multiplayer game. I know they were talking about you could copy a save file in so you would have money and stuff. So I kind of also have had the idea of let me get some of the achievements done in the single player mode, because that might make them available to me in multiplayer. I don't know. Long trailer. No speeding tickets, no accidents. And in real life, I have been to Carson City, Nevada. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And we'll discover another agency on the way. Oh, very wonderful. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Another recruitment agency. Taking care not to go over 30 miles an hour. Ooh, Chinese food. That's really kind of what I've been hungry for. I've been craving Chinese food for a couple of days now. Make ramen noodles. Okay. 5,634. Thank you. Okay. We are less than $4,000 away from 50K. We need 3,300 approximately. 3,300. City-wise, Truckee, Fresno, Huron. Here's a Fresno. It's only 2,000. Fresno that's 24. Fresno that's 32. There's a Fresno. This one ought to do it if we don't fuck up too bad. And what I had observed was that right turn on reds wasn't working. And I think somebody said in a stream I was watching that you have to have your turn signal on for a right turn on red not to result in a violation. Well, I haven't been messing around with turn signals at all as far as the keyboard commands or anything like that go. So okay, no speeding tickets, no accidents, maximum profitability. That's what I need. 50K, I need it. I need to hit my goal, my financial goal of $50,000 in earnings and in-game money. That's what I need. See, I almost was speeding there. There's a popo right there. Another popo. They're swarming me. They're conspiring against me. And I'm just going to fill up here because why not? Easy in, easy out. See, they were trying to get me in an accident right there. I'm on to you, game. I see what you're trying to do. I'm having none of it. None of it. Molester ban. See, I was speeding. I was up to 62 and a 55. I need a buzzer that goes off when you go over the speed limit. exit up here. Popo. Or is this van coming to a stop? You don't merge by coming to a stop. I want to get in the left lane and pass all these people, but I know that I'd probably get a speeding ticket or get in an accident or something, so I'm not going to do it. But that's what I want to do. The demon inside is telling me 55 is way too slow. Keep my eyes on the dream, which is owning my own truck, owning my own garage, having drivers who can earn money for me even when I'm not driving. Let's not lose sight of that. The American trucker dream. It's been a while since I got a Steam achievement unlocked too. I wonder when I hit that last city, will I get a Steam achievement? Let's do 62 and a 55. Ed, slow down, please. Slow your roll. Should be changed to no fun trucking. No fun at all. everything by the book here. Gotta discover Fresno. Discovered Fresno. And I'm gonna have to make a right turn up here. See, that person's trying to bait me into running into him. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Asian fast food. This traffic. Oh, Lord. It's just taunting me. Taunting me, familiar. On the edge of 17. I'm just gonna, there we go, light change. I was gonna say I'm gonna wait for the light to change. Looks like we're making a left up here. I don't think I've ever been to Fresno in real life or in game until now. I always play it safe because I know I'm not that good at the other stuff. And I don't want to lose money. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Give me some money. I made $5,005. And you'll see we have now surpassed our goal and have reached $51,732 of in-game money, which is exactly what I needed to do. Thank you. Congratulations. Also, if we look at our map, the cities, I have discovered all of the ones with the exception of Truckee and the exception of Huron, California. As I said before, I was going to go ahead and wrap up this session of American Truck Simulator when I reached 50,000. So let's do this. Let's save our current game, and we'll save it as 50K. Technically it's 51. No, it's 50K. 50K. We'll make it, put 50K in here. Save. And until next time, this is Edward saying, keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down. And we'll see you again on Twitch or on YouTube playing games, maybe even American Truck Simulator again very soon. Goodbye.